What's going on, everybody? Welcome on in to TTP Sports. We are getting ready. We are very, very close to first pitch in Game 3 of the National League Division Series. Phillies Braves series tied at 1 apiece. Yesterday was our recuperation day from the tragic events that happened in Game 2 in Atlanta. Phillies up 4-0. They blow that lead, and everything sucked. Ugh, man. Sometimes, you think you would have long nightmares about that. But you take the day off, you try to think about everything, you let it sting a little bit, you come into this game a little bit more hungrier for a win in your home ballpark with the Phillies fans going crazy. As I can see right now on the broadcast, they're introducing the Phillies, so that is nice to see. We're 10 and a half minutes away from first pitch. Aaron Nola on the bump, going up against Bryce Elder, who has had an above 5 ERA since July. He has not been good since the start of the second half of the Major League Baseball season. This is going to be his first Major League playoff start, and he's going in the craziest environment to make your playoff debuts. So, yeah, that's going to be a bit of a stressful situation for Bryce out there. I'm sure that will be the case, and I'm sure this Phillies offense will be ready to take advantage of it. How far is Aaron Nola going to take you? I'm expecting Aaron Nola, like I said, from the start of the entire playoffs, that this was a clean slate for him. I'm putting my faith in Aaron Nola. He gave us a really good start in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series against the Miami Marlins, but the Braves, they are a whole different beast. His last start against the Atlanta Braves, he went 6+ innings. No earned runs there. He was very, 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 very good. Didn't walk anybody in that start either. So this is going to be another important legacy start for the man, the myth, the legend. That is Aaron Nola. And I'm sure the Phillies are going to be ready to pounce. I'm expecting, a lot of shit to go down in this game. You already know the Phillies fans are going after Orlando Arcia for what he said after the game about Bryce Harper. Well, basically during that whole segment where he overran second base on a Nick Castellanos fly ball that everyone thought was out of the ballpark until Michael Harris made that insane catch running into the wall and doubled up Bryce Harper because he was just being a little bit too aggressive on the base paths. But, this team is going to be ready to pounce. Honestly, if you look at the first 2 games, kind of a replication of what they did last season against the Atlanta Braves in the 2022 NLDS. Game 1, they shock everybody. They find a way to take the Braves on their home field. They win the first game. It was a close one, low scoring, even though last year was high scoring, but still ended up being a close game. Ranger Suarez on the bump, just, differently from the Braves. It was Spencer Strider this year rather than Max Fried. Your bullpen gets the job done. You still struggled a little bit with runners in scoring position in the first game, but your bullpen shoved, and you found a way to get a win, shocking everyone, basically. And you put yourself in a position to win Game 2. Zack Wheeler was really good. Sadly, Rob Thompson let him in there just a little too long, and it came to backfire, and also your offense just struggled to get the killing blow. That was the major issue. And then Jeff Hoffman decided to go on a 3-2 slider instead of a 3-2 fastball, which Austin Riley struggles against very high velocity. So some things that, you trusted on in Game 1, you maybe had a little bit too long of a leash for Game 2, and it came back to backfire you. But I'm expecting Rob Thompson to have a better called game today. I'm expecting Aaron Nola to be good today. I'm expecting this offense to explode. They're overdue to explode like they were in that series against Miami. They only scored a few runs in the first game. I believe it was 4. And then the offense exploded. So I'm expecting no less today. Get the Braves a little bit panicky. And you have to win this game because Game 4 is going to be Spencer Strider again. And I'm sure, Spencer Strider is going to look for a little more revenge for what happened in Game 1. So you got to win today. You got to win today. Because if you lose this game, this first game on home field, you're in a lot of trouble. Like I said, you're not in any trouble until you lose on your home turf. The Braves already lost on their home turf, so both of these games is going to mean a lot for both of these teams. Now, do I think the Braves are fully awakened? Not really. It took a lot for the Braves to, cash in on their opportunities. Granted, the mistake pitches that, Zack Wheeler threw to Travis d'Arnaud, the one mistake pitch that he threw ended up into the seats. And the same thing for Jeff Hoffman. The one mistake that he made ended up in the seats. But also, you got to handle the errors from Trey Turner, which allowed Ronald Acuna Jr. to score off the single by Ozzie Albies, where Nick Castellanos made a really good play. So there was a lot of things that had to go right for the Atlanta Braves. And the Phillies, if they score a few more runs in that game is basically over. If they get more runs in that top of the sixth inning with Bryce Harper and JT Realmuto up, the Braves probably don't even make a comeback at this point. They probably just don't. So a lot of things had to go right for Atlanta. I'm not going to say they're fully back because momentum can, change in an instant in the postseason. You can think that you have momentum going into the next game. Maybe the benefit is that you had a day off in between these two. And, momentum, like I said, it can change in a flash. Aaron Nola can have a really good first inning, and then the Phillies can shove it in the bottom of the first inning, scoring a couple of runs, and that's basically the ball game right there. So it's going to be a interesting one. And it really all depends on what happens in the top of the first inning with Aaron Nola against, Ronald Acuna Jr., Ozzie Albies, Austin Riley. How is Aaron Nola going to be in this top of the first inning? How is he going to set the tone? And how are the Phillies going to set the tone offensively as well? How are they going to go after Bryce Edler? It's his first, postseason start. He's young, did not have a good second half. He was really good in the first half of the Braves, but then got exposed in the second half. So are the Phillies going to find a way to take advantage of it? Their last game against Bryce Elder was that series win in Atlanta in September. Nick Castellanos went deep twice. Brandon Marsh had a couple of hits, but there are some Phillies in this lineup that don't have a hit against Bryce Edler, specifically the lefties. Bryce Harper doesn't have a hit against them this year, I believe. So I think there's going to be a lot of points to prove here for this team. So got to take advantage of it. Got to take advantage of a young kid making his postseason debut. So, yeah. So through this is on the broadcast, through July 3rd, he had 17 starts with a 2.45 ERA. Since then, he had a 5.75 ERA. So it's time to take advantage of it. It is time to take advantage of it. So let's see. Getting closer and closer to that first pitch. Showcasing everyone warming up in the bullpen right now. It is 5:03, so I'm assuming this is a 5:08 start, most likely. And there's also some news in regards to tomorrow's game. So they already announced this, that if the Diamondbacks win tonight's game against Los Angeles and they sweep the series going into the NLCS, tomorrow's Phillies game will be at 8 o'clock since it will be the only game of the day for Major League Baseball. So I guess they just want to put that in a primetime slot. But if the Dodgers find a way to win this third game and force a game 4, tomorrow's game for the Phillies will be originally scheduled at 6 p.m. So a little bit of time differences here. So if the Diamondbacks win, it's an 8 o'clock game tomorrow. If the Dodgers win, it's a 6 o'clock game tomorrow as originally scheduled. So we'll have to see how everything goes tonight. But first and foremost, don't worry about what the other teams are doing because that's basically meaningless at this point. Win the game that is in front of you. Win the game that is in front of it. Your first game in the NLDS in your home ballpark. It's time to get a win. It's time to show the Braves how crazy our ballpark is because the media is trying to show that Truist Park is actually a good atmosphere. In my opinion, it's not. In my opinion, it does not compare to Citizens Bank Park in Red October. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. So, getting closer and closer and closer to first pitch. I love it. I love it. So, let me get to some of you guys in the chat here. Greet you guys a little bit before this game starts. Sean, how you doing? Yeah, a few minutes away. Sean's trying to go for the hat trick predictions. Schwarber homers today. Okay. I'm going to one-up you here, Sean. I think Trey Turner goes deep today. He has a lot to prove after those 2 errors. He has a lot to, give, in my opinion. He had the fantastic defensive play in game 1. He made the mistakes in game 2 that, allowed the Braves to start their rally. So I think Trey Turner goes deep, a kind of replication of what Rhys Hoskins did in game 3 last year. He had the big mistake in that game 2 last year, and then he responded with a huge 3-run shot. Even though it was off of an injured Spencer Strider, still no difference. You set that ballpark erupting, basically. Yep, exactly. Just win. David, how you doing? Quick. Still at work. Go Phillies. Have a great day and see you soon. Oh, yeah, I'll see you soon, David, for the recap later tonight. Game 2, not about what the Braves did, but what the Phillies did not do. Exactly. I love 5 p.m., 6 p.m. starts. Go Dodgers. Yes, I do not want an 8 p.m. game personally. I don't want to be doing a recap, even though tomorrow most likely I'll be doing another watch party, but I don't want to be doing a recap at like 11, 11:30, then having to do the editing for Hunter around like 12 to, basically 1, 2 in the morning at this point. So I don't want to be doing that. Not looking good for my Minnesota Twinkies. Yeah, they kind of got spanked last night. So who's on the mound for the Twins today? And I saw that they did activate Byron Buxton, so I'm not sure if that's going to be a huge difference. Who's on the mound for Houston? I'm assuming it's Verlander since he started game 1. I would assume it's Verlander. Yeah, after you see freaking Jose Abreu hit 2 home runs, Jordan, you just for some reason the Twins keep pitching to Jordan. Yeah, it's going to be and then you saw, the Texas Rangers completely destroy the Baltimore Orioles once again, so they're going to the ALCS. So right now with the Astros win at the Texas ALCS, that should be shaping up for a really good ALCS matchup. But yeah, Texas Rangers, Houston Astros, that should be a really fun series. If I'm trying to debate like who wins that, I would say Rangers, but so far I need to see what they do against good pitching. Good pitching. No, Flyers and Blue Jackets are tomorrow night, Corey. Flyers, Blue Jackets are tomorrow night. That's why I wish the Phillies swept. That's why I wish the Phillies were in a position to sweep tonight, so I wouldn't have to worry about Phillies and Flyers on the same night. So we could just freaking do a sole Flyers recap so I can enjoy the Flyers game in peace. And yeah, it was nice seeing, NHL opening night last night, Connor Bedard against Sidney Crosby. So Blackhawks won that game. I believe Tampa won their game, and then Vegas won their game later in that night with the Cup banner celebration. Ryan versus... Oh, Urquidy's pitching. Interesting. I'm surprised they didn't go Verlander for Game 4. I'm surprised. Maybe they want to set Verlander up for Game 1 of an ALCS if they win today. I don't know. Well, getting ready for first pitch here. Ronald Acuna is up at the plates. Here comes the first pitch from Aaron Nola. Is Ronald Acuna going to hack? Outside, ball 1. Unless the Phillies start losing. God. Have some faith, American loyalists. Have some faith. Game 2 sucked, but it's back to Red October at Citizens Bank Park. Here comes the second pitch to Acuna. Takes it outside again for ball 2, basically in the exact same location. Is the home plate umpire the first base umpire from last game that really struggled with the check swings? Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Acuna. That is a hanging knuckle curve, but he fouls it off. Strike 1. There's a lot of things to prove today. Everyone at Citizens Bank Park is on their feet. Come on, boys. Let's get ourselves something to cheer about here. Comes a 2-1 pitch from Nola. Inside, jams it right to Bryce Harper. He bobbles it a little bit, but still plenty of time to get Acuna out as he doesn't even try to run up the first base line. 1 out. This is where Nola earns his big contract. Yeah, this is a huge game for Nola in terms of his legacy, in my opinion. Huge game. And for the Phillies lineup, it's the same as it usually is against a right-handed pitcher. Schwarber leading off, Turner 2, Harper 3, Bohm 4, Stott 5, JT 6, Castellanos 7, Marsh 8, and then Rojas 9. Here comes Ozzy Albies. Here comes the first pitch to him. Takes it up high for ball 1. So far, Aaron Nola has yet to throw a strike so far. Well, a called strike. Marsh started game 1, Corey. Marsh started game 1. Here comes the second pitch. Swing and a miss at the changeup. 1-1. Why didn't the Nationals use Harper at first base? Well, because Harper came up as a outfielder. They developed him, even though he was actually drafted as a catcher, they developed him into a right fielder. So they probably didn't see the need for it because they had Ryan Zimmerman. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Fouls that ball off the changeup. It's a 1-2 count now to Albies. Citizens Bank Park waving the rally towels. I love to see it. I love to see it. Come on, Knowles. Comes the 1-2 pitch to Albies. Nola winds up. Curveball, fouled that off again. 1-2 still. Nola setting up for the 1-2 again. Here it comes. Ninth pitch of the inning. Albies swings and misses. High fastball, 95 miles an hour. 2 outs in the inning. First strikeout for Aaron Nola. Love that. Let's end this inning off in a strong way, Aaron. Nola does not have the velocity, but he could still find a way to sneak a fastball up there to surprise someone. So here comes the first pitch to Riley, who has owned Nola in his career. Swings and fouls that ball off to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Austin Riley was 2 for 8 in the series. He did have the go-ahead home run in the 8th inning in Game 2. One-handed, just carried on out of the ballpark. Comes the 0-1 pitch to Riley. Looks like they're going inside. He pops that up. It's going to bloop in the shallow center field, and that ball is going to drop for a single. Rojas plays it. Riley is 3 for 9 in the series now. Little 2-out hit there. A little bit of luck. Just put it in no man's land. Phillies were playing him deep, which is understandable. Now here comes Matt Olson with a guy on first base and 2 outs. Definitely did not want to see that from Nola, but yeah, got to work out of it. Got to work out of it. As Joe Girardi would say, did not want to see that. Comes the first pitch to Matt Olson. Nola's first time from the stretch. Curveball in there for a strike. Matt Olson's 2 for 8 in the series as well. Come on, boys. Come on, Knowles. Austin Riley at first base. Shouldn't have to worry about him. Just get the out here. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Olson grounds that to third base to Bohm. Bohm is not going to be able to make the play. Just put it in the right spot. So now 2 runners on for Marcell Ozuna. Couple of lucky base hits here for the Braves. Couple of lucky hits. Yeah, Nola just forced it off the end of the bat, and Olson just put it in a spot where they weren't playing. Here comes Ozuna. Comes the first pitch to Ozuna. Don't panic here, Knowles. Here's first pitch. Swing and a miss at the curveball. 0-1. So far, Ozuna is over 6 in the series with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Sounds like the fans are trying to get into Ozuna's ear. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Nola sets up. Here it comes. Ball outside. You think they might use Walker out of the pen? No, I don't think so. Have faith, American loyalist. Have faith. Have faith. Comes the 1-1 pitch from Nola. Curveball in there for strike 2. Just froze Ozuna. Nola still only has, like, a good pitch count. So he was getting ahead of those 2 guys. They just found a way to get the bat on the ball and put it in the right spot. Now Nola has a chance to get out of the inning here. 1-2 pitch coming to Ozuna. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Strike 3. Ozuna does not agree with it. Get back in the dugout, you idiot. Nola ends off the inning unscathed. Good shit, Knowles. Good shit. Good shit. Now brings the Phillies offense out there against Bryce Elder. Like I said, boys, have faith. Have faith. The Phillies fans were chanting DUI again. It's good. It was still a decent pitch count too. Still a decent pitch count. He only went through 17 pitches, 17, 18. So that's still a solid pitch count, regardless with the 2 hits. So now it's time for the top of the lineup to get out there and do damage. I do want to run in this bottom of the first inning. Yep, you jump on their ass in this first inning. Is it going to be a 5 spot? I have no idea. But you need to score this inning, in my opinion. As I open up my Coca-Cola. How we feeling, boys? How we feeling? Get guys on, get them in. I agree. Well, boys. Kyle Schwarber is set to lead off. The bottom of the first inning is almost underway. Kyle Schwarber walking up to the box. Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Alec Bohm, Bryson Stott, JT, Castellanos, Marshy, and Rojas is your lineup. Thank God Smoltz isn't on the broadcast. Yep. Postseason debut for Bryce Elder, 12-4, 3.81 ERA, but in the second half of the season, he was terrible. Comes the first pitch to Schwarber. Takes that for strike 1. Looks like a sinker down and in. Kyle Schwarber so far is 235 in the postseason. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Takes that one down low for ball 1. So the Braves only really had 2 options for this game. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Elder. Schwarber swings and misses. So far, Elder's game plan is to pitch down to the lefties. Already in this at-bat, so far, 3 pitches down low. If he hangs one, you got to crush it. Got to take advantage of mistakes that he will throw. Here comes the 1-2. Schwarber fouls that off. Hey, Dad, how you doing? Going home? Comes the 1-2 pitch. Takes that for ball 2. Slider down and in. Way down. So far, Elder's just really spamming that low part of the plate against the lefties. Is he going to do the same against righties? I have no idea. Come on, Kyle. Find your pitch, man. Find your pitch. Comes the 2-2. Schwarber fouls that off. Still 2-2. Decent at bat here from Mr. Kyle. Comes the 2-2 again. Ball outside. 3-2 count. Schwarber battling. Everybody's on their feet. So far, 7 pitch at bat for Kyle. Comes 3-2 pitch. Schwarber foul. Nope, he just grounds that right to Matt Olson, chops it, and that'll be out number 1. 8-pitch at bat, but wish he found a way to work a walk there or something. Yeah, it's good that Kyle made him work. But let's see what Trey Turner does here. Trey Turner up at the batter's box, had the 2 errors in game 2. I'm sure he's going to want to find a way to make up for that. Comes first pitch. Fastball in right down the middle of the plate. Well, d'Arnaud did hit the home run in game 2, and Murphy has been incredibly bad in the second half of the season, so I don't blame them. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Fouls that off, a 2 count. Trey Turner down 0-2 in the count. Comes the third pitch of the AB, 0-2 here. Ball, 1-2. Yeah, Sean Murphy has been like really bad since like the All-Star break, so I don't blame them for using d'Arnaud here. And Murphy was really bad in the first game as well, so get a different look, I guess. Comes the 1-2 pitch to Turner. Turner checks it, and they call him out. Let's see what this swing is. Turner doesn't think he swung. It's debatable. That is very close. So far, every close check swing, the first base umpire has called a swing. Here comes Bryce Harper. Let's see what he does on here. Takes it for ball 1. Comes the second pitch. Takes it for ball 2. Comes a 2-0 pitch. Takes it for strike 1. Elder is definitely favoring the off-speed here. So far, 15 pitches for Elder. Right around the same pitch count that Nola had. Comes a 2-1 pitch. Going outside, it looks like. Harper fouls that away. 2-2. Let me see how many pitches Nola threw in that first inning. I think it was around the same, like 17, 18. If ESPN didn't want to take 20 billion years to load. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Bryce. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for Elder. That sucks. So far, ESPN's not working for that. Well, was not a fan of that inning. Offensively. I want to see how many pitches Nola threw the first inning. Yep, both pitchers threw 17 pitches each. Nola threw 13 strikes, Elder threw 11. Do I think the Golden Knights can repeat? I don't know. I don't think they will. I don't think they will. There was like so much things that went right for them last year with like being relatively healthy in the playoffs, even though their goaltending situation was insanely terrible. But their goaltender stepped up. Is Adin Hill going to be able to do that again? I have no idea. But they'll still be a contender for the Cup, no doubt. Will they win a cup again? I have no idea. I don't think they will. If I'm thinking about Stanley Cups this year, that's tough. Looking at the around the league, uh, I'm just trying to think of the teams that are in the East. The teams that are going to be the major contenders, like Devils, Carolina, the Rangers. What's Boston going to be without Bergeron and Krejci? That'll be a question mark. Is Buffalo going to take that next step in their rebuild? What's Ottawa going to look like? Because a lot of people are high on Ottawa. I have no idea. Oh yeah. Also, what's Tampa Bay going to be like in the first few months without Vasilevsky because he's injured? You must make a sinker, Paul. Pitcher elevates, have the battle, and make him work. Yeah, they'll do that throughout the game. I guarantee it. I think they'll do that throughout the game. Well, Carolina has been heavy favorites for the past few years, but they're just never able to get through the hump. That's the issue with Carolina. Last year it was they ran into a hot Sergei Bobrovsky and the Florida Panthers. I'm just trying to think of like all the years that Carolina should be, going to the Cup final and the teams that they run into. Last year they ran into a Florida Panther team that just was on fire. Same thing with Sergei Bobrovsky. What about in 2022? I'm not sure. Comes the first pitch to Darno from Nola. Takes it for strike one. Oh yeah, Vegas was definitely the better team when they played in the playoffs last year, no doubt. No doubt. I think that just comes back to them being relatively healthy. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Ball on the outside. Maybe the Kings get Carter Hart. I'm not sure what the trade's going to look like if the Flyers even do that with Carter Hart because the World Junior investigations, they just have never came out. And I have no idea when they're going to come out. Comes the 1-1 pitch. He chops that one to Alec Boehm. Should be a simple play enough. First out of the inning. Nice scoop from Harper. Delorier drinking from the cup this year. To me, Carolina is the NHL version of the Mets. I just don't believe they'll ever win. There's something with Carolina. They're a really good, well-rounded team. They got a lot of really good players. It just seems like when the moment gets there, they just choke. And I don't even like last year. I don't even blame it on their goaltending because they went to like 4 overtimes in the first game. They went to an overtime in the second game. It's just I don't think it was their goaltending. I think their star players just don't step up. Here comes the first pitch to Rosario, takes it for strike one. Logan Thompson, if he's healthy, could be something since he has something to prove. I don't know. Maybe they'll do a platoon of Logan Thompson and Aiden Hill. Maybe that's what they'll do. Comes the 0-2 pitch here from Nola. 0-1 pitch. Takes that for strike two. Fastball on the outside. Yeah, I'm not sure with Carolina. They have a lot of really good players. They just don't have, in my opinion, a superstar. Aho is a really good player in this league. He's a top player in this league. Svechnikov can be a really good player. I don't think they have that true superstar to take him over the top. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Rosario. Ball one, curveball. Offense got cold for the Oh yeah, their offense definitely did go cold. I'm just trying to think in the past couple of years, who did the Carolina Hurricanes run into in the playoffs, which knocked them out? I know last year was Florida. I'm just trying to think of the other ones. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fouls that ball off. Let me check the 2022 Stanley Cup playoffs. (2022) the Hurricanes got knocked off by the Rangers. That came in hot. So 2022 was, that was Colorado and Tampa Bay. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Rosario. Ball 2 down. Yeah, so Carolina ran into the Rangers that year. I believe they went to 7 games. 2021, I believe it was Tampa Bay. They lost to. Yeah, I believe they lost to Tampa Bay that year. Comes the 2-2. Ball 3 on the outside. Yeah, Carolina lost to Tampa Bay that year. Who did they lose to in 2020? I think it was Boston they lost to that year. I think the Hurricanes went 2 seasons in a row losing to Boston. So the bubble playoffs. Yeah, they lost to Boston in the first round. Comes a 3-2 pitch to Rosario. Takes it for strike 3. Rosario just refused to swing the bat. And then in 2019, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals out of no one expecting that, and they got swept by Boston. So they lost to Boston 2 years in a row. They lost to Tampa 2 years in a row. And now they lost to Florida. So does that mean they're going to lose to Florida for a second time in a row? Who knows? Austin, how you doing? How you doing? Here comes Orlando Arcia, who talked all that trash on Bryce Harper in Game 2. Comes the first pitch. Arcia, first pitch swinging, fouls that off. Crushed it, too. Wonder if Arcia's trying to, prove something, too, because everyone's pointing out that he's talking that trash on Bryce, and he's only 1 for 7 in the series. Nola so far 6 of 8 first pitch strikes. Comes the 0-1 pitch to Arcia, going inside again. Swing and miss at the sinker. Yeah, I can honestly see Florida missing because don't they have some guys that are still injured from the playoffs? I know Kachuk could miss some time. Who else? Ekblad could miss some time again. Some of their defensemen too. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Arcia. 30th pitch for Nola. He swings at that pitch. 1-2-3 inning for Nola. Nice. It was so funny seeing Pittsburgh lose to Chicago last night again. Yeah, so Pittsburgh left off right where they picked off right where they started, or started right where they left off, losing to Chicago. Because Chicago was the one that eliminated them from the playoffs last year, from playoff contention. What did Arcia say? Well, I'm not sure if this is actually confirmed or not, because I'm not sure if the source that everyone's getting this from is credible. But basically during that entire situation when Michael Harris made that play and the double play was recorded, Arcia was basically chirping Harper saying "Attaboy, attaboy, attaboy Harper." So I need to see because I know. I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah, I did see that stuff about Barry Mellish. Yeah, that sucks. That does suck to see. What are the games that are on tonight, NHL wise? What are the games tonight? Because I'm sure there's gonna be more tonight. So Senators, Carolina, Montreal, Toronto. Okay, that's always gonna be the first game. Blackhawks and Bruins. So Blackhawks are playing a back-to-back on the road. Jets, Flames, Avalanche, Kings, and Oilers, Canucks. Those are the games tonight. Do you think the Penguins are overrated this year? Oh, yeah. I think the Penguins are overrated. I think they're too old. Yeah, I think the Penguins are drastically overrated. They're too old. They're too old, in my opinion. And they had so many question marks with their goaltending in the past couple of years, and then Jari, who's still been a question mark for them, they extended him to a 5-year contract. Yeah, they got Erik Karlsson, who's coming off an 100-point season, but I don't think Karlsson's going to be able to replicate that at his age again. You never know, but then it's another year older of Crosby, Malkin, and Letang. And Crosby and Malkin last year, that was the first time in their history that they played a full 82-game season, and that's not guaranteed again. Letang's another year older. They're just a very old team, in my opinion. Alec Boehm set the lead off the bottom of the second inning. Comes the first pitch from Elder. Boehm swings and misses at the slider. 0-1. Who cares about what Arcia said? We're going to beat them down and we can move on to the next team. Boehm so far, he's batting 200 in the postseason. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Takes that for ball 1. I'm going to be fading the Canucks all season. Everyone thinks they're going to be good, and they always stink. Well, no one's expecting the Canucks to be good this year. No one is. There's like so many question marks surrounding that team in terms of like your young players. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Bohm. Takes it outside. Because there's a bunch of talks about Elias Pettersson. Is he going to be extending his contract with, Vancouver? Is he going to be wanting to stay around for another extended rebuild? I don't think he's going to want to. There's still talk, JT Miller. Here comes the next pitch to Bohm. Swing and a miss at the slider again. 2-2. Yeah, I think the Penguins are making major mistakes. Like, I understand you want to try to get one last shot with the core, but the core right now is just getting old regardless of how great those 2-2 pitch to Bohm. Swing and a miss at the slider again. Strikes him out. Yeah, we do got to start taking some better pitches against Elder. We're just helping him out here, swinging at this off-speed stuff out of the zone, especially Bohm there. Come on, Stotty. Yeah, so Elder's goal right now is just pitch low and away from the batters, and for lefties, it's pitch in. Yeah, Bohm does need to stop chasing the outside stuff. Here comes Bryce and Stott. See what he does here. First pitch to him. Takes the first pitch for a strike. And it's not like Elder's going to overpower you either. His fastball only goes like 91, 92, and he just threw it 90 right there. He's really, like Nola, he has to rely on his location and getting you to swing and miss. Here comes the second pitch to Stott. Takes that outside for ball 1. And right now they're showing the center field wall that has a bunch of like sunset going on it. So is the sun, maybe confusing some of these hitters. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Stott sends that the other way, but it's going to settle right there for Rosario for a second out. Here comes JT, who's been hot this postseason. Let's see if he can continue it. Well, the Phillies last year in Game 3 took a little bit the score, so maybe they'll just take another little bit here. What was it, like until the third inning they took it them the score? So who knows, maybe that's the case again. Comes the first pitch to JT. Swings and misses at the sinker. First strike. JT so far this postseason, 333 average, 2 home runs. Comes the 0-1 pitch to JT. Swing and a miss at the sinker again, 0-2. Could have swore it was the third. Yeah, I think last year's NLDS Game 3 that took the Phillies until the third inning to score. Comes the 0-2 pitch again from Elder. Going inside again. JT takes that one this time, ball 1. Comes the 1-2 pitch. JT swings and misses, strike 3. Easy inning for Elder, way too easy in my opinion. So it's going to be what, 9-1-2 for the Braves coming up this inning. They're not putting up good at bats right now. That was not a good inning. Yeah, can't happen. Simple as that. Can't happen. Yeah, just rested my voice right here, boys. in terms of like getting away from the game, there's like a bunch of stuff that I do plan on doing so far. So of course with Flyers, that's going to be tomorrow. I'm not sure how that's going to work with opening day because Phillies are going to take the priority now. Of course Sunday is going to be Eagles, and eventually when baseball does end, specifically for the Phillies, whenever that's going to be, I do plan on like doing some more stuff, try to do some stuff, either every other day or try to do it daily, just, keep the content flowing on the channel. So I'm just not like, off days, so many days during the week, then maybe the Flyers recap, maybe the Eagles recap, and all that stuff. I want to try maybe for the off days to do some other stuff, just like some hangout streams or something like that. Because there's, we can hang out. There's a bunch of, games coming out this month that I'm going to be playing. The Spider-Man game comes out next week. There's a Mario game that comes out at the end of the month as well. There's another Dark Souls-like game that comes out tomorrow, I believe. So I'm definitely looking at getting that. So there's a lot of games that are coming out that I can, live stream for you guys, so we can keep the content flowing. Because I know that was the one issue that I had last year with the with not doing Flyers content, especially during Eagles time, and not consistently keeping up with the Sixers. It's the fact that, it was just like, basically quiet throughout the week. Then Sunday was your Eagles recap until basically the playoffs. You know what I mean? Here comes the first pitch to Michael Harris. He fouls that off. 0-1 in the count. Oh, yeah, I don't expect anything less from the Sixers to be more than annoying. Comes the 0-1 pitch to Michael Harris, leading off the third. Takes that inside for strike 2. Good pitch by Nola. Ballpark still cheering loudly. Comes the 0-2 pitch to Harris. Takes that for ball 1. Nola tried to get him to chase the curve. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Takes that inside. Ump does not want to give it to Nola. A little more inside than it was that previous pitch that he got called for a strike. So, I can understand. Umpire just didn't give it to him. So Nola's getting ahead of guys. Here comes the 2-2. Harris swings at that, grounds it to Bryce Harper. He'll hand it off to Nola, go in the first. 1 out. Upcoming Ronald Acuna for his second at-bat of the game. So first time through the order, Braves went 2 for 9. Just a couple of bloop hits and choppers. Yeah, the Sixers minor league team did win the championship last year. Means nothing in my opinion, though. Do I want the Phillies to bring back Nola? I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it at all. Because I don't think he's going to be as bad as he was this year with next year as he was this year with the home run ball. I don't think he will be. And plus, I don't think there's that much on the market you can do for starting pitching wise. So I wouldn't mind, if the price is right, I wouldn't mind bringing Nola back. Here comes the first pitch to Acuna. Takes that for ball 1. It got dark real fast. That's what happens when the sun goes away. Now that we're getting into the fall months, the sun's going to start going down earlier. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Acuna. Swings and fouls that off. 1-1. So who leads off the next inning for the Phillies? Castellanos, I believe. It'll be Castellanos, Marsh, and Rojas. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Acuna. Fastball up. Takes it for ball 2. Let's go, Knowles. Comes a 2-1 pitch. Singles that up the right field line. He might try to get 2 out of this. Nick Castellanos plays it good. Yep, Acuna's going 2. And he gets in there for a double. Yeah, that's his first hit of the series. So, Come on, Nola. Come on, Nola. It wasn't a bad pitch by Nola. Acuna just put a good swing on it. Just put it out of the reach of Harper, too. Well, you can't get a double play right here, Corey. So, you got to get the next two guys out. Unless Nola somehow finds a way to pick off Acuna. Here comes Ozzy Albies. I wouldn't be shocked if Acuna tries to steal third. So, I'm expecting Nola here to use his slide step. Comes the first pitch to Albies. And Albies shoots that in the right field. That's going to score Acuna most likely. Yep. And it's 1-0 Braves. That's exactly what Albies did in the last game, too. When Acuna got on second base, Albies got to hit the first pitch. It's a carbon copy of what happened in game 2. Braves on the board first. We didn't lose yet, American Loyalists. Still plenty of game left. Here comes Austin Riley up at the plate. First pitch to him. He swings and fouls that off. Comes the 0-1 pitch to Riley. Swings and misses at the curve. Comes the 0-2 pitch to Riley. Fastball does not chase. Ball 1. Comes the 1-2 pitch to Riley. Riley swings that one, but it looks like Rojas is right on it. That'll be out 2. Good jump there by Rojas. Gets 2 outs in the inning. Here comes Matt Olson. Comes first pitch to Matt Olson. See what he does here. Takes it way high for ball 1. Comes to 1-0. Takes it outside, ball 2. Comes to 2-0. Takes it for ball 3. Olson is not offering at all. Comes a 3-0 pitch. Don't walk him, man. And he does. Walks him on 4. JT's going to go out to talk to Nola. This will be the second time in a row for Ozuna that he has runners on. We'll see what he does. This game can get away from you real quickly. You got to get this inning over. Here comes Kayla Coffin as well. Ozuna struck out his first time up. Comes the first pitch. Be the 49th of the game for Nola already. Goes inside. Ozuna swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. Comes the 0-1 pitch to Ozuna. He takes that for a strike. That was very low. Got a favorable call there. Got a favorable call there. That definitely was low. I'm sure even JT was surprised. Comes the 0-2 pitch. Takes that for ball one. Comes the 1-2. Nola looks up the runner at second. Comes the 1-2. And Ozuna takes that again for ball two. He is not biting at the off speed. Darno is on deck. Nola. Comes 2-2. And he gets him to swing and miss, strike three. Nola gets out of it. Braves got a run, but Nola finds a way to limit the damage. That's the second time Ozuna has left two runners on base. We need a response here, man. We need a response. It's going to start with Castellanos. The Braves are doing what the Phillies aren't. The Braves are not offering at the pitches outside. The Phillies are. And the ballpark feels tight right now. I still think that's good on Nola for not fully blowing up, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, you need patient at-bats. Right now, they're not doing that. And do I expect Nick Castellanos to have a patient at-bat? No. No, I don't. Nick Castellanos is probably going to swing at the first pitch, and I don't know what the result's going to be. That's basically what it's going to be, you know what I mean? I'm just fully prepared for the Braves fans to come in here eventually and start trash talking. Time to sit back for a little bit. Time to sit back. Maybe sitting back will help. You know what I mean? Let's see. You sense a Nick homer? Hopefully. Comes Nick Castellanos to start the inning. He takes the first pitch for a ball. Wow, surprised that was the ball. See what happens here from Nick Castellanos, the 1-0 pitch. And he launches deep to left. And we're tied. Nick Castellanos ties the game up. Let's go. And I got the notification before it happened, boys. Thanks, TBS. We are tied, boys. We are tied. Let's fucking go. Deep drive to left. Love that. Love that. Love that. I love that. Love that. Buy a lottery ticket right now, Owen. Buy a lottery ticket right now. Fans, I think, want a salute there. Here comes Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh swings to the first pitch, fouls it off. Castellanos got the inside pitch, and he just unloaded on it. Love that from Nick. Here comes the 0-1. Takes that for ball one. Brandon Marsh does. Well, it's a new ball game now, boys. They picked up Nola. Casti picked up Nola. The Fanatics walking down and not even paying attention to the game as it happens. That's 3 hits for Castellanos off Elder, and they're all home runs. Marsh swung at the miss at the last pitch, so it's 1-2 now. So far, Marsh is overdue for a hit in this postseason. He has struck out 3 times in 6 at-bats. So that strikeout issue from September is carrying over, looks like. 1-2. Takes that for ball 2. Comes a 2-2. Marsh, that's going to be his first hit of the postseason. That's a single. I love that. I love that. Sets up Johan Rojas. Let's see what Rojas can do. Is he going to try to bunt Marsh over? So far, the bottom of the lineup is doing their damage. What's Rojas got in his pocket? Is Marsh going to try to steal? Here comes... Nope, Rojas is going to try to bunt, and he fouls that off into the dugout. That was a freaking deepest bunt I've ever seen in my life. Holy shit. When you bunt Rojas, you got to get it on the ground. You got to get it on the ground. You're not supposed to bunt it into the dugout. Everyone in the ballpark standing. I love it. Oh, Braves are starting to stretch their bullpen out a little bit. Comes the 0-1. He throws over the Marsh. Not in time. Just checking on him. Crowd is back up and feeling it now. 0-1 pitch here to Rojas. And he pops that up. That's what happens when you don't get your butts down. That's what happens when you don't get your butts down. I need Marsh to run, man. Rojas definitely looks a little bit overmatched in this postseason. But here comes the top of the lineup again, Kyle Schwarber. I really need the Marsh to try to steal to get out of the double play. What does Schwarber have in his second AB? We're overdue for a Schwarbomb. Is it going to happen today? I don't know. Comes first pitch. And Schwarber right on cue, but he doesn't grind into the double play. He gets the force out. So now it's a runner on second base for Trey Turner. Did not like that at bat from Schwarber. And I'm sure he's very frustrated himself. Come on, Trey. Cannot leave this runner stranded. Give a nice little repayment to Nola by getting out of that inning, only allowing a run and by scoring 2. Come on, Trey. Come on, Trey. Come on, Trey. He takes that for strike 1. Slider on the outside corner. Comes the 0-1. Takes that for ball 1. I really don't like how zoomed out the camera is, in my opinion. I don't know why. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Turner. Takes that for ball 2. Umpire has called that a strike tonight, but did not call it there. Comes the 2-1 pitch here. Turner ahead in the count. Here it comes. Turner takes that outside for a strike. Turner did not agree with it. And his umpire definitely has a outside strike zone here today. Very inconsistent for both squads. Come on. Come on, Trey. Don't let it affect you, man. Come on. Gotta take your pitch and rip it here. You gotta get a run. Elder tries to look at Marsh. Steps off. Here comes the pitch to Turner. 2-2. And he fouls that one back. Still 2-2. It was not as bad as the Texas game. They were way too zoomed out. So far, this at bat, slider and 4 sinkers, the Turner, in 5 pitches. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Trey. Takes it outside for ball 3. So far, Elder's at 45 pitches now. What was Nola's pitch count? Was it in the 50s or was it in the high 40s? Fans are waving the rally towels, trying to pump Turner up. 3-2 pitch is getting set. Elder steps on the mound. He gets ready as the advertisements freak out. Comes the big pitch at the inning. 3-2. And Turner hits that through the hole, and it doesn't go through, but both guys will be safe. Feel bad for the 14-year-old I'd bandwagon. What do you mean there? What do you mean there? Yeah, Turner just put it into a good spot in the infield, and that's a good play by Arcia to prevent a run from scoring. Now it brings up Bryce Harper with 2 guys on. Chance to send Citizens back into a frenzy. I'm expecting a really good bat here from Harper. Or he's going to be super aggressive. I'm not sure which Harper we're getting to right now. Comes Bryce. Come on. 2 men on here, first and third. You guys got to start hitting with runners in scoring position eventually. Come on, Bryce. What's the pitch going to be like here? Outside, maybe? Bryce fouls that pitch off. So maybe we're getting aggressive, Bryce. Bryce Harper's postseason career against the Braves in 7 games. He's batting .478 with 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, and a .1556 OPS. Come on, boys. Comes the 0-1 pitch to Harper. It looks like they're trying to stay outside to him. He takes that for ball 1. Sinker outside. Elder is setting up for the next pitch. Bryce is ready. Here comes the pitch. Takes that for ball 2. Slider down. Good play by Darno to block the ball. Because if that goes into the backstop, Marsh is definitely scoring. Yeah, that's a good block by Darno. Comes the 2-1 pitch. Ready? Braves are trying to call the bullpen to try to get them up. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. And Bryce sends it to right! Deep! And that ball is gone! Bryce sends Citizens Bank into a frenzy! 4-1! 4-1! 4-1! 4-1! Let's go! Let's go! We knew Bryce, after that shit talk by Arcia, was gonna go deep. We knew! We knew! 110 off the bat into the second deck. We knew! We knew! Here comes Alec Boehm. Phillies up 4-1. And Alec Boehm rips that into the corner. What'd you get, an update?
No, I was watching the game cast and that said home run and I heard you screaming.
Do you want to say hi to people?
Hi, people.
I mean, if you want to show yourself on camera, you can. Because Sean said hi to you and you didn't respond to him. Here comes the father, Sean. Here comes Father Amadeo. You're over there.
Hello, people.
Oh, God. Would you just get home?
Yeah.
What, was Mom watching it downstairs? Or?
No,
Oh, you watching your phone?
Snapcast. That said home run. It said in play run.
wait. Harper rounded third and told Arcia he sucks. That's hilarious if that's the case. I guess they went for a pitching visit, so it's start up. Yep. Here comes Stotty, trying to put a bunt down. Stotty up here. Let's see what Stotty can do. 1-0 pitch. Bryson takes that outside for ball 2. Yeah. Braves got the bullpen up. Phillies' approach in this inning is 20 billion times better than it was in the first and the second. Comes a 2-0 pitch to Stotty. Swings and misses. Of course, I jinxed that shit. Inning starts with a Nick Castellanos home run, then followed up by a good at-bat by Trey Turner to get the ball into the infield to make sure everyone's safe. And then Bryce sends it into the fucking night. Here comes a 2-1 pitch from Elder. Stott takes that outside again, ball 3. Comes a 3-1 pitch to Stott. Ball 4. Ball 4. That's 2 runners on for JT now. When would a game 5 be if required? That would be Saturday. That would be Saturday. Yep. Here comes Elder out of the game. Freaking staring that shit from Bryce. I love it. Bryce did the throat slit. I love it. How old am I? I'm 25. I'm 25. Nice, Charles. Nice. Nice. I gotta watch this all over again. Wait, I gotta keep watching this over again. Bryce's second fucking bomb of the fucking series. I wait, man. That throat cutting thing. New victim coming in. That's right, Sean. New victim. New victim. Here he goes, from Matt Gill. Bryce Harper stared down Orlando Arcia as he rounded second base. Guys, doesn't this feel way too deja vu to last year's Game 3? Doesn't this feel way too deja vu? Young Brave starter dominates in the first 2 innings, and then the Phillies just jump on him in the 3rd, and then take him out of the ball game. Like, seriously, it goes down to the 3-run shot and everything. Like, it feels way too similar, in my opinion. It feels way too similar. Michael Tonkin's on the mound now for the Braves. So Braves are going bullpen the rest of the game. Now, it'll be too similar if the first pitch here from JT is sent into the seats. Because that's what Bryce did to the bullpen last time. Okay, that's ball 1. So JT didn't take it the first swing into the seats. Comes to 1-0. JT does not offer at that. That's ball 2. Phillies so far have bat around this inning because Nick Castellanos would be the next batter if JT were to get on. JT set. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And JT fouls that off. Yeah, we need more runs here, boys. Still need more runs. Still need more runs. Comes the 2-1 pitch to JT. And JT! Get into the gap! Get into the gap! Rosario doesn't get it! That's going to score 2! That's going to score 2! Here comes Stoddy to round third, and he will score! 2-run double JT! Let him fucking hear it! Let him fucking hear it! Yeah! 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 Woo! Woo! 6-1. Honestly, I thought JT crushed that at first, but hey, he put it into the right spot of the outfield where Rosario could not get it. Here comes Nick. Takes that for ball. Strike 1. 6 runs on 6 hits for the Phillies. All the hits were in this inning. Write that down, write that down, write that down. Batted around. Nick Castellanos started the inning with a home run. He takes that pitch for ball 1. It's a 1-1 count here. Comes the 1-1 pitch here to Nick Castellanos. Castellanos fouls that off. It's a 1-2 count now. So how many runs is that charged? Is that all 6 runs charged to Elder? All 6 runs are charged to him. Here comes the 1-2 pitch ready for Nick Castellanos. And he swings and misses. Strike 3. But the Phillies, they put a 6 spot up on the fucking board. 6-1 lead. Well, good rest for Aaron Nola in this inning as well. Let's see what he can do, man. Yep, can never have enough runs at Citizens Bank. Let's see how Aaron Nola responds in this top of the 4th coming up. I gotta watch that Bryce Harper again. Harper was staring down Arcia that entire time. Holy shit. I gotta see him on second base. Yep, he's staring at Arcia. Yeah, whoever's on. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so Edler gets all the runs charged to him. Baseball images that precede unfortunate events. Nola needs to close the door now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. My prediction may still happen. Many more at-bats for Schwarber. And that's huge, boys. Still, that's huge. If you look at that top of the 3rd inning, Nola got into a little bit of a jam, and he got out of it only allowing 1 run. And that allowed your offense to go up crazy. Now it's Nola's job to repay the offense for giving him that run support. 5-run lead so far. Going to the top of the 4th. I don't want the Braves to sniff anything. I flipped the bird to Acuna. Up here comes the first pitch to Darno. And he fouls that off. That'll be the 1-0-1 count to Darno. Let's see how Nola responds after the Phillies offense gives him this lead in that long rest in that inning. Let's see how it transpires. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Eedy. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Darno. And Darno fouls that one off. That was a little bit of a hanging curveball there, Nola. Welcome back, David. NLDS Game 4 probable starters, Spencer Strider and Ranger Suarez. I would assume that's going to be the matchup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Darno again. And he sends that to center field. Going to be right there for Johan Rojas. He stands under it. 1 out. The hell happened there? My freaking monitor over here to the right just like flickered a little bit. That's been a weird thing with like YouTube for some reason. Like it's specifically on YouTube where it flickers. Here comes the first pitch to Rosario. He takes that up high for a ball. Oh, Jesus. Comes the 1-0 pitch. He takes that for strike 1. Here comes the 1-1 to Rosario. He swings and misses at a cutter inside. Here comes the 1-2 pitch here from Nola to Rosario, 61st pitch. And he swings and misses, strike 3. Nola, I believe that is his 6th strikeout of the day already. Yep. 2 on in the 4th, 61 pitches for Nola. Doing good so far in this inning. Upcoming Orlando Arcia. And the Boo Birds rain down again. Six strikeouts for Nola. I like that. Through 4 so far. Well, not even through 4 yet. One more out to get through 4. Comes the first pitch. Takes that for strike 1. Sometimes I hate when the MLB app gives you notifications because with the delay with TBS, I always assume like when you get a notification directly before something happens, that means something happened. So I just got a notification, so I think Arcia did something, but no, it's just an update on the Phillies from their previous inning. Arcia swings and misses at the knuckle curve, 0-2. I'm talking too much, so oh God. Here comes this next pitch to Arcia. He fucking swings and misses. Sit your ass back down. 3 up, 3 down here in the 4th from Nola. Love that response from him. Offense gives me a 6-1 lead. I'm going to go shove it in the top of the 4th. Love it. Wait, John Clark post a side view image of the Harper homer. I got to see this shit. I gotta see it. I gotta see freaking Harper staring down Arcia. I gotta see it. Yep, rounding first base. He's gonna do his signal to the bullpen. His little joint smoke. Yep, staring him down. doesn't even need to say anything to him. He just stares him down. He's like, you know what you did. Good afternoon, good morning, good night, RC. Oh, man, that's amazing. I'm debating if I want to put this Coke back in the fridge and not finish it and just go right back to the water. Not sure if I'll do that. Usually try to take my time with, like, the soda bottles. Remember the freaking soda I had for game 2? I barely, like, I didn't even finish that for game 2. So I'm, like, trying to, think, should I put it back in the fridge and save it for tomorrow? Not sure. Yeah, nothing would be better. Nothing would be better, but let's finish this game first, boys. Let's finish this game first. Finish this game first, then we can worry about tomorrow. Oh boy. Oh boy. Agent I just completely misread that, Sean. Oh boy, here's some spam text messages, boys. More, I guess because election day is coming up soon, I'm getting the election stuff, text messages. Report that as junk. Report that as junk. Brandon Marsh set the lead off. He fouls off the first pitch. Smitty from Barstool said, I don't want to just run through the Braves bullpen today. I want a position player on the mound today and it for Atlanta by the 8th. Marsh takes it for a ball, 1-1. Take all way hope from this game and finish them. Yep. Braves got the bullpen back up. It is Brad Hand, so I'm assuming when it gets to Schwarber, they'll take Tonkin out. Comes the 1-1 pitch to Marsh. Takes that for ball 2. Here comes Brandon 2-1 pitch to Marshy. Swings and misses. Becomes 2-2. MZ Philly, how you doing, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy, but knowing the Braves bats can get hot, nervous. I just don't want to. I don't think we're going to blow this lead. I don't think we're going to blow. I know game 2 haunted you guys. I don't think we're blowing this. Here comes the next pitch to Marsh. He sends that to the other way. That's going to get into the gap. That'll be an extra base hit for Brandon Marsh. He leads it off with a double. Love it. Love it. Second hit of the day from Marsh. Don't let him get hot. Don't let him get hot. Because, oh boy. I love it. I love it. Bunt Rojas, for the love of God. Interviewing Kevin Long. Yep, here's Rojas set. What is he going to do? Is he going to try to bump Marsh over this time? Nope, he takes that for ball 1. Let Marsh play for the rest of the games. Don't disrespect my man Christian Pache like that, even though you're not. Even though you're not. Here comes the next pitch to Rojas. He swings at that. That will not get Marsh. Oh, he's going to try to take third there. He's trying to take third. He's safe. So Rojas inevitably does his job. He got Marsh over, even though it was very sketchy. Got him over. Aggressive base running there by Marsh. Braves will not challenge. That sets Schwarber up with a guy on third, and the Braves are going to go back to the bullpen, bring in Brad Hand for Schwarber. Oh boy, would I love Kyle Schwarber to fucking nuke it off Brad Hand. Would I love Kyle Schwarber to fucking nuke it off Brad Hand. Hey, Brad, remember us? Remember your teammates? Haha. Fuck you, bitch. Me trying to fake flipping him off. I wanted to flip off, but I don't want to flip off the camera, so I didn't want to do that. Actually, do the ring finger. Ring finger. Fuck you, bitch. Oh, God. Brad, I swear to God, boys, please destroy Brad Hand. Any thoughts on sitting Rojas and playing Marsh and Pache in the outfield? Rojas' glove is too valuable, man. In center field. Rojas' glove is too valuable. I know Pache is a good glove too, but just Rojas is just a tad better. I think I can deal with Rojas being, a guy that tries to bunt people over or something like that. I'm fine with it. No disrespect to Marsh, I just love Pache, just love Marsh. I feel like Rojas is going to get his due though. I think Rojas is going to have a hit that we want at a time we don't expect. I just have that feeling. I just have that feeling. This commercial is way longer than I thought. Come on, Kyle, hit one for me. Yeah, I need to see Kyle Schwarber take Brad Hand deep, man. Brad Hand on the season, 5-3 with a 5.53 ERA. Come on, boys, please destroy this guy. Inherited runners scored. People packing up their trucks behind me outside. Hear it. Oh, Kyle Schwarber set to face Brad Hand. 1 out, man on third base. Try to get this run home here, Schwarby. First pitch. He fouls that pitch off. Schwarber so far over 2 with 2 roundouts. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Hand to Schwarber. Takes that for ball 1. One pitch coming up. Schwarber swings and misses. Sweeper. So far, Brad Hand just staying outside to the lefties. I think that's basically what he tries to do all the time. Comes the 1-2. And he strikes him out. Schwarber is pissed at himself. Come on, boys. Don't let a leadoff double go astray, man. Here comes Trey Turner. Come on, Trey. First pitch. Turner swings and misses at, well, doesn't swing, he fouls it off his leg or his foot, either or. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Trey. Takes that for ball one. Comes the 1-1 pitch to Trey. He chops that to third base. It's a foul ball. That is a foul ball. Jammed him a little bit too. Come on, Trey. 1-2 count. Come on, Trey. Fouls that back again. Still 1-2. Comes the 1-2 again to Trey. Turner fouls it off again. Comes the 1-2 again to Trey. The pitch from Hand. And Turner swings and misses. Brad Hand comes in and strikes out the next two batters to end the inning off. And the Phillies leave one stranded at third. Leadoff double from Brandon Marsh doesn't do anything. Phillies still lead 6-1. 9-1-2 for the Braves coming up again. Let's see what Nola does to them the third time around. Gonna rest the voice a little bit here. If you guys want to put anything in the live feed, I'll read it. Have to get tack on runs. I agree. Can never have enough, in my opinion. I'm sure Hand's gonna stay out to face Harper. I would assume at least. Unless, they'll probably give it the next inning because they got two lefties up in that inning with Harper and Stotty. So I think Hand's gonna get the entire fifth. Well, Noel's gonna need to have another quiet inning here. But now today you have to be selective with your bullpen and who you use. Because you don't have the luxury of having the day off. You have to be very selective. Yeah, you got to be able to manufacture. All right, Nola coming out for another inning of work. Michael Harris, Acuna, and Albies set to go in this inning for the Braves. See how Nola deals with them. This will be the second at bat for Harris, and the third bats for Acuna and Albies as someone dropped one of their Hulk beer holders onto the field. One of these things or something like that. Let's see. Here comes the first pitch to Michael Harris. Takes that for ball one. Comes the next pitch. He hits that right to Bryce Harper. He makes a nice play. He'll take it to first himself. One out in the inning. A nice quick out there from Nola. Nice quick out. Nice quick out. Here comes Ronald Acuna Jr. for his third at bat of the game. Here in the fifth. Let's see what he does here. He had a double his last at bat down the right field line. Let's see where Nola does this time. Here comes the first pitch. And Acuna fouls that off on the first. That was a definite hanger that Acuna missed. Fouled it off in the back. Comes the 0-1 pitch from Nola. Acuna takes that for ball one. Curveball outside. Comes the 1-1 to Acuna. Looks like they're trying to go inside on him. He hits that right up the middle for a base hit, so that's Acuna's second hit of the game. We do not need this guy getting hot. Double and a single so far. Braves got another guy in the bullpen up, A.J. Smith-Shawver. I think he was one of the guys that was maybe talked about starting this game instead of Elder, so who knows? Come on, Aaron. Don't threat with Acuna. Just worry about getting the next two guys out. Here's Albies, who swings again at the first pitch, and he fouls that off. Here comes the next pitch to Albies. Slide step. Takes it out. Wow, that's a strike. I am shocked he called that. That was a little bit outside. Albies definitely doesn't agree with that. It's the first time I've seen the ump call that a strike today. Ump definitely has not been good today, in my opinion, for both sides. 0-2 pitch coming here to Albies. Let's see what happens. Slide step. Takes it up high for ball one. Surprised Acuna hasn't tried the steal yet. Here comes the 1-2 pitch coming here to Albies. Nope, tries to pick off Acuna. Does not do anything there. Nola is set. Has his pitch. Here comes the 1-2. Slide step again, and Albies fouls that away. Into the seats. This will be the 74th pitch of the night for Nola. Depending on, I wonder how long this inning goes. If he finds a way to get it out, will 6 be his last inning? Here comes the 1-2 again to Albies. Come on, Nola. And he gets him to pop up. That'll be to the second baseman, Bryson Stott. He's under it, makes the catch. That is 2 outs. Upcoming Austin Riley with 2 outs. Caleb Confham going to the phone right now. Wonder if it's a just-in-case scenario. Yep, getting someone warmed up just... Yep, Matt Strom. Getting Strom warmed up just in case. I'm sure if Nola gets out of this inning, he'll go to 6th. But that'll probably be his last. Yep, Strom and Hoffman getting up. Rob Thompson's not, taking any chances here, I guess. Yeah. Yep, 2 outs here. Riley up at the plate. Here comes the first pitch to Riley. Slide step. Riley swings and misses at that. He goes. That was a 75th pitch for Nola. Yep, he definitely swung there. Comes the 0-1 pitch. Nola set. Here we go. Slide step again. Ball up high. Yep, Jeff Hoffman and Matt Strom are warming up in the bullpen just in case. Righty and a lefty. Just in case, I guess, if this inning goes any further than it needs to be. Riley is 1 for 2 today with a bloop single. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Riley takes that low, ball 2. Comes the 2-1 pitch to Riley. There goes Acuna. He's going for second. He's safe. Had a feeling Acuna was going to go eventually. Yeah, it was the good pitch to run on. And Nola didn't do a slide step. Oh, here comes the 3-1 pitch to Riley here. Nola set. Here it comes. Don't walk him. Please. Don't walk him. He doesn't. Riley hits that one to right. It's deep, but it looks like it's going to stay in the ballpark. Nick Castellanos under it, and the inning is over. Riley just missed making it a 6-3 game. Nola gets out of it. Good shit, Nola. Do up Bryce Harper. I'm assuming Brad Hand's staying out there to face Harper. Good shit, Nola. I think he gets one more inning, in my opinion. But I did like Topper getting it aggressive with the bullpen there. Nah, I'd give Nola one more inning. You have a game tomorrow, so do you really want to tax the bullpen that much? I know you're trying to win, so it doesn't matter. Guys are going to have to pitch 2 days in a row. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Now they did the Bryce Harper clip with no mics, just stadium audio. Love it. Yeah. Aaron deserves one more inning. And his pitch count's at a perfect spot, too, so I think he gets one more. Oh, yep. Hand set off to face Harper. Let's see what he does here. First pitch. Harper hacks the first one, and he fouls that off. He knew he missed a pitch. Now they're showing the replay of Harper staring down Arcia, and Arcia's not even looking at him. Comes the 0-1 pitch to Bryce. Takes that for ball one. Comes next pitch. Did Bryce just do it again? Bryce just did it again! It's gone! Woo! Bryce, the dead center field all fucking Brad Hand. He stares down Arcia again! He stared Arcia. He hit that 110 off the bat again. Oh my god, he stared Arcia again. Bryce Harper's third in the series. Oh my god, he stared Arcia again. Alec Boehm takes it for strike one. Yeah, Arcia pissed off the wrong player. Here comes the next pitch to Boehmer. First career multi-home run postseason game for Harper. Nice. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Boehm. Takes that for ball one. Yeah, tried to go all out to get that ball. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Boehm. Phillies fans are doing the mock chop. Yep, Harper doing his little smoking the joint celebration to the bullpen. Camera showing Arcia. Phillies fans mocking the chant, the chop. Here comes the Boehm pitch. Boehm fouls it off. Here comes the 2-2. And boom, fouls that off again. Battling here in this at bat. Here comes the 2-2 again. Inside, ball 3. Here comes the 3-2. And Bohm takes that for ball 4. Good at bat, Bohmer. Good at bat. Good at bat. Miles Teller says, attaboy Harper. Yep, here comes Stott against Brad Hand. First pitch. Stott takes that inside for ball 1. I love the stare down. I love the stare down so much, man. It's so good electric. Here comes the 1-0 pitch again. 1-0 pitch to Stott. And Stott hits that to left field, but that's going to be right at Rosario for the first out. Yep, Braves going to make another pitching change. The Phillies freaking Twitter says, attaboy Harper. Everyone's saying attaboy Harper. McCutcheon said, attaboy Harper. I think Kutch is an honorary Philadelphian after his time in Philly. I think Kutch loves us. I love Kutch. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, so remember, boys, if the Diamondbacks win, tomorrow's game's at 8, but if the Dodgers win, tomorrow's that's regularly scheduled at 6. So just take note of that. If Arizona wins, 8 o'clock game tomorrow. If LA wins, 6 o'clock game tomorrow. So just take a note of that. Here comes JT Realmuto to face AJ Schwarber. Yeah, never piss off the star player of the other team. You're always going to get bit in the ass. Oh, ball one. Here comes the second pitch to JT. Takes that for ball two. Comes 2-0. Takes that for ball three. Comes a 3-0. Takes it for ball four. JT walks on 4 pitches. And coming Nick Castellanos with 2 runners on. It's another long inning of rest for Nola. Who knows? Maybe that's helping him. Sometimes you do, when you throw a lot of pitches, maybe you want that rest. Sean, if Sean or any of you guys in this chat, if you find yourself at a Flyers game, you'll see mine and my father's name displayed outside of section 108 as like tributes to the season ticket holders. Here comes the pitch to Castellanos. He takes that for ball one. He did not swing. Yeah, so we just got an email. It says, as part of your full season Inside Edge member benefit. Okay, I'll wait until this whatever happens next. Comes the next pitch to Castellanos. Swings and misses at a ball. 1-1. So it says, as part of your full season ticket Inside Edge member benefits, we are excited to recognize your years of loyalty and present to the concourse member. Let me read that better. 1-1 pitch to Castellanos. Takes that for a ball. As a part of your full season ticket Inside Edge member benefits, we are excited to recognize your years of loyalty and present the concourse member recognition display for the 23-24 season. Comes the 2-1 pitch to Nick Castellanos. He takes that for strike 2. Your account name will be listed as it appears below on the concourse display outside of section 108. Amadeo Gracia. Come on, Nick. Comes the 2-2 pitch. Nick takes it for ball 3. Natural Born Thriller. I'm watching the Spanish version of the game on MLB Network on mute and listening to your play-by-play. Thanks. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate that you're listening to my commentary. Here comes the 3-2 to Castellanos. And he lifts off, maybe? No, that's staying in. Got it in, possibly. The center field just missed it. Everyone stays put. Upcoming Brandon Marsh with 2 runners on. I gotta fix my blinds again. Every time I open them, they always get, like, tangled. Marsh set with 2 guys on and 2 outs. Comes first pitch. Fouls it off. Comes the 0-1 pitch to Marsh. He's got 2 hits today. Takes that for strike 2. Comes the 0-2 pitch to Marsh. And he will take that for ball 1. That was a very close pitch. Schwarber steps off. Looks like the ALDS game 4 is starting between the Twins and the Astros. Here comes the pitch to Marsh. He swings and a miss. He strikes out. Well, yet another run on the Bryce Harper home run. Lefty crime to Brad Hand. 7-1 Phillies lead going into the top of the 6th. And yeah, also, I guess, some household things. If you guys are tuning into live streams for the first time, definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit that subscribe button. We're probably going to be doing watch parties throughout the postseason if we can. So definitely stay tuned for those. We also got Flyers hockey upcoming, so we'll probably get some recaps in there. We got Eagles this Sunday. And then, of course, the rest of the Phillies postseason, depending on how long it goes. And yeah. And maybe during some off days, during this time, when a baseball eventually does end, we'll get into some live hangout streams on off days, maybe. And, have some fun here. Like I said earlier in the stream, there's a bunch of video games coming out this month that I'm going to be getting. I already pre-ordered Spider-Man, which comes out next week. And then there's a Sonic game that comes out next week. There's a Mario game that comes out in a couple of weeks. So there's a bunch of good stuff. There's also a new Dark Souls-like game that comes out tomorrow, I believe. So, have some good stuff here. Can't wait for Flyers hockey. I really wanted the Phillies to sweep this series so badly so I wouldn't have to worry about playoff Phillies and Flyers on the same night, but what are you going to do? I'm not sure how I'm going to do tomorrow with the Phillies. Phillies, of course, are going to get the priority because it's playoff baseball. Why not? Maybe when we're watching the Phillies game, depending on the time, we'll probably just have the Flyers on in the background, just going as the game goes along. You know what I mean? May start sending merch to us. I can definitely get a merch line set up. Maybe when we get closer to 1,000, that's when I'll start the merch. You know what I mean? If I host a home run derby, I'll smack a few tinkers free. Oh God. If I or even able to host a home run derby, if I even have the funds for that. New Assassin's Creed 2. I'm not really an Assassin's Creed guy. Never really have been. I don't know. It just hasn't been, I guess, my shtick. I think it's just the thing with Ubisoft games. I think, you know what I mean. Okay, I think I know what I think I know what's flickering. It's freaking OBS that's flickering. I really hope I don't have to get a new computer eventually. This computer is 2 years old, but here comes the next pitch to Olsen. He swings and misses. That's an 0-2 count. He took the first pitch for a strike. Here comes the next pitch to Olsen. And he did not want any part of that at bat. He strikes out on 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. the Twins are pitching to Jordan again. Swedish fish. When I get a merch page, Sean, I'll specifically put a box of Swedish fish in a package of a shirt that you order. How's that sound? I'll get a bag or a box of Swedish fish, and I'll send it out to you with a shirt or whatever I put on the merch line. I would like to update the logo and shit too for my stuff though. When I eventually make merch, you know what I mean. I would like to update the brand because this logo, I made this years ago, so I definitely would want to update it. I'll probably go to that Fiverr website and ask someone to make me a logo. Ozuna, he rips that one. Might be a double. Marsh plays it nicely. Is Ozuna trying to go too? No, he's not. Holds him to first. Good play by Marsh. That's the first hit of the series for Ozuna. Tremendous. Yeah, just hit it over Bum's head. Yeah, Nola's frustrated on that. Here comes Rosario with a guy on first. Come on, Nola, retire this guy. And never mind, it's not Rosario, it's Darno. First pitch to Darno. Fouls that off. A sliding mitt. Yeah, you can do a TTP Sports sliding. You can do TTP Sports headbands for your for the long-haired folk out there. I could get a TTP Sports headband. Strom's still warming up in the bullpen. Yeah, this is definitely the last inning for Nola, depending on how things go. He's at 85 pitches right now. 0-1 count to Darno. We'll see how long the leash is for Nola here. Here comes the next pitch. Darno takes that inside for strike 2. Did not like it. Yeah, I definitely want to try to update the brand and everything. Maybe we'll do like a whole rebrand thing when we get near to 1,000 subs. We'll do a whole rebrand. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Darno. Outside for ball 1. I am definitely going to get some better equipment too for the stuff too, better mic and stuff. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Darno. He fouls that off. Any cream soda left? I do not have cream soda left. We only had 3 cans. So we had 2 root beers and a cream. I might go to that website again and order some. Because they have like a bunch of like variety packs on there. Because the sodas that I remember having, the grape soda was good. The cherry soda was solid. The there was a flavor called Blue Blue Puma or something like that, and it was just a vanilla Coke flavored soda. That's what it tasted like. Here comes the 1-2 to Darno again. He fouls it off again. There's like a Dr. Pepper type soda that they have. Of course, the cream stuff, the cream in the orange cream. Root beer, of course. And then like they have a section for caffeinated sodas and non-caffeinated sodas, so I'd prefer the non-caffeinated. But if you ever do order from that website, don't get the ginger ale. It's disgusting. Comes to 1-2 again. Outside ball 2. Darno is not offering at the outside stuff. That was the 90th pitch for Nola. This is definitely his last inning, in my opinion. Nola so far, 5 1/3, 6 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. Go on, Aaron. 2-2 pitch coming here to Darno, going back inside. Darno fouls it off again. Will you stop being an asshole and just get out? Come on, Aaron. Let's get out of this inning, man. Let's get out of this inning. 2-2 pitch again to Darno. Swings and misses at high cheese. That's Nola's 9th strikeout on the night. 94 on that fastball. Upcoming Eddie Rosario now. Oh, Rob's taking him out. Rob, let him finish it, man. Well, why not let him finish it, Rob? It's a 7-1 lead. Let him finish it. Citizens Bank Park giving Nola a wonderful standing ovation, and he salutes the crowd. Amazing start tonight from Nola. Amazing start. 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Nola was great. So Strom's going to come in to face Rosario, and most likely they'll pinch hit Pilar now. That's what I'm expecting. Yeah, Rob yanked him. Like, I understand because you don't want it to come back to bite you, like, you know, with everything. Still, it's a fucking amazing start from Nola. You can't ask any more of him there. It was a fantastic start. Yep, now the bullpen just needs to finish it off. Philly's Instagram just posted a pic of the greatest angle of Harper staring down Arcia. Yeah, Sean, if you want to try those sodas, go on. It's Sprecher or Spreacher or whatever the thing is pronounced. If you want to get that cream, because that cream soda was actually pretty good. It was too sweet for me. It tasted good. It's just too sweet for me. I think you would like it though. It's Sprecher. It's Sprecher. They got a lot of varieties. It's like if you get like a 12 pack, it's like 30 something or something like that. Definitely on the expensive side, but it was good for what I did because you get a whole like variety of different flavors. There's a variety without the root beer. There's a variety with the root beer. If you get the variety without the root beer, it's like 2 grapes, 2 cherries, 2 pumas or panthers, whatever it's called, 2 creams, I believe, 2 orange cream, and 2 ginger ale, I believe. I think that is. But I would try to avoid the ginger ale as much as possible. The ginger ale tasted like straight. I forget what I said it tasted like because it tasted like something familiar, and I don't remember what it tasted like. But it wasn't good. It wasn't like a good feeling, you know what I mean? Twins are on the board. Cream soda that tears up your. It's a must have. Royce Lewis homer. So Twins on the board. It's it's Urquidy for the Twins, not for the Twins, for the Astros. I'm really surprised they didn't go to Verlander. Yep, Pilar pinch hitting for Rosario as expected. Here's the first pitch from Strom. Takes it for strike 1. Wonder how long Strom will go in this game. Toilet water. It didn't taste like toilet water. I'm trying to remember what I said it tasted like. I don't think toilet water was the description. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Pilar. He fouls that off. Was Strom the right choice? 7-1 lead. You can use a Strom in this situation, you know what I mean? Don't doubt here, Corey. With a 7-1 lead, you don't need to waste your best arms. Comes the 0-2 pitch. Takes that for ball 1 up high. Comes the 1-2 pitch from Strom. 2-2. Has Taijuan Walker pitched in the postseason yet? No, he hasn't pitched this year. I don't even know when they're going to use him, in my opinion. Any chance Nola leaves in free agency? What percentage chance in your? I think it's 75 to 80% chance he stays in Philly. 20 to 50, 20, 25% chance he leaves because the team like really pays him. Here comes a 2-2 and fouls it off again. Pilar. Yeah, because they're definitely because the starting pitching market this year is definitely very weak, especially with Ohtani going under the knife. Even though Ohtani's still gonna be the top free agent on the market, you're talking about Blake Snell, who most likely is gonna win the Cy Young this year, so he might make a little more than Nola. 2-2 pitch from Strom to Pilar, fouls it off again. Who else is on the market? Sonny Gray, I believe, is on the market. He definitely can get paid after this season with the Twins. Who else? I think Kershaw could be a free agent, but who knows after this season if he's even done. Okay, here comes a 2-2 again to Pilar. Ball 3. Yeah, a team like the Cardinals can definitely go after Nola. The Yankees definitely would probably go after him, especially with their starting pitcher injuries. Who else would go after him? I'm sure a ton of teams will go after Nola. The Dodgers might give something to Nola, I would assume, but I think the Dodgers are going to go heavy after Ohtani. Okay, here comes the 3-2 to Pilar. And Pilar pops that up, foul again. Jesus Christ. Like I said, Rob, you should have just kept Nola in to finish the inning. Stroman could opt out. But who knows, since he got injured near the end of the season and just like barely came back, who knows, maybe he opts in. I'm trying to think of other pitchers. Rhys from the Dodgers was scheduled to be a free agent, but he decided to be an idiot and get another domestic charge on him, so he's never going to be in baseball again because he's a fucking idiot. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and he takes that for ball 4. Oh yeah, there's a that Yamamoto guy kid coming over from Japan. He's definitely going to be a hot item on the market. Did you also see that one Japanese kid from high school that like denounced he's not going to be playing in the Japanese league? He's going to go straight to college in the USA. So that's going to be interesting. Dude is a power hitter. They're saying he's like a Prince Fielder type. Here comes Arcia with 2 guys on, 2 out. Strom having a little trouble with location here. First pitch, and he swings and hits that right up the middle. Ozuna's coming home, and he will score. Oh boy, did Rob Thompson make another fucking mistake and decided to yank Nola too early? And the bullpen's going to be up again. I just don't understand why Rob didn't let Nola finish the inning. You don't get into this situation probably because Rosario was struggling all night. Still a 5-run game. Still in a good spot. But Strom's definitely not going in the 7th. That's definitely not going to be the factor. But now it's going to be Michael Harris, a lefty-lefty. Strom just fucking comes in, doesn't throw strikes. He gets ahead to Pilar too, he just couldn't get him out. Sir getting up in the bullpen. Comes the first pitch to Harris. He grounds that right to Harper, makes the play, and that's the inning. A good play by Harper. Only 1 run scores. But once again, the Braves score 1 run in the inning. They probably could have made it a ball game. Strom gets out of it. Did Rob Thompson pull the trigger on Nola a little too early and you didn't get yourself in that situation? Who knows? But I'm assuming Sir Anthony is going to be the guy that pitches the 7th. One run isn't the end of the world. Let's see this home run from Royce Lewis. 1-2 count, 2 outs, and he puts the Twins on the board. Harper said enough of that rally. Yeah. Well, the last time Nola gave up a run, you scored another run in the bottom half, so who's leading off? Astros just homered. Who was it? Michael Brantley hit a home run. Who's pitching for the Twins? Because I know it's not Pablo Lopez. I'm sure he's set to go in Game 5 if there's a Game 5. Yeah, I think I'm going to be done with this soda. Joe Ryan is pitching for the Twins. I think Rojas leads off this inning, so it's Rojas, Schwarber, and Turner. So the AJ kid's still out there for the Braves. First pitch ball to Rojas. Pilar's in the game to play left. Got the pinch hit for Rosario. Comes the second pitch to Rojas. Takes that for strike one. Well, yeah, of course, Pilar's going to be in left. Comes the 1-1. Way up there for ball two. Yeah, sorry, Anthony's still up in the bullpen. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Ball. Well, you know he takes that. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Takes. Wow. Sometimes he's been giving that pitch, so. Rojas strikes out. Does Strom get another inning? No. I don't think Strom's getting another inning against the top of their lineup. No, he's not. Because Strom technically would be facing 3 righties in a row if that's the case. It would be Acuna, Albies, who's a switch hitter, and Riley. I don't think Rob's going to do that. He's going to bring in people with velocity against the top of the lineup. Comes Kyle Schwarber. Takes that for strike one. Comes the 1 pitch to Kyle Schwarber. Fouls that off. Who pitches for us tomorrow? I would assume it's going to be Ranger. Because Strider's definitely going for the Braves tomorrow. Comes the 0-2 pitch to Schwarber. And he rips that down the line. Foul. Comes the 0-2 again. Schwarber takes that for ball one. Comes the 1-2 pitch. Schwarber takes that for ball two. Here comes a 2-2. Schwarber rips that into right field, but it's going to be right at Acuna for out number 2. Fans, I think, started to complain because they thought there was a pitch clock violation. It was definitely close, but I think he got it off in time. Comes straight Turner with 2 outs. Comes the first pitch to Trey Turner eventually. Schwarber is taking a bit of time with this pitch clock, getting it down to the last few seconds. Oh, 1. 1, I mean. Turner waves at that curveball down low. Strike one. 1-1 to count. What time did this game start? 7:30. So it's been 2.5 hours. Goes the 1-1 pitch to Trey. Takes that for ball 2. Curveball hangs up there a little bit. Well, I just spoiled myself here, so here we go. And Trey Turner just fucking launches into deep left field, and the Phillies are going to have an 8-2 lead because I just fucking spoiled myself. That ball is gone. I fucking refreshed the Twitter page, and I saw the Phillies Twitter like 2 seconds, like it says 2 seconds ago, Trey home run. So, oh my god, I hate that. I hate spoiling myself, but hey, Phillies lead 8-2. I don't fucking care. Trey Turner goes deep. Trey Turner goes deep. I fucking called it. I fucking called it, Sean. I got a prediction right this time. Let's go. Phillies lead at 8-2 to get that run right back. Fastball right down the middle, and Trey unloads on it. Hit it hard. I'm surprised I only went into the first row. Here comes Bryce again. 2 outs. And Bryce just missed it. No, he could have had 3. He could have had 3, and he just missed it. God damn it. He could have literally had 3. Jesus. Yeah, Harper just missed his third. He knew he missed it. So I'm assuming it's going to be Saranthony for the 7th to face Acuna, Albies, and yeah, I really wanted to see freaking Harper go deep the 3rd time. Take a sip of water. I need it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to call it a 6-run lead up. Top of the 7th. Let's see how Saranthony looks. Because I'm assuming it's going to be Saranthony, and who would go in the 8th and the 9th now. I think Kerkering gets an inning. I would think Kerkering gets an inning. Maybe Kerkering and Soto if the lead stays this way. Saranthony in his first postseason inning this year allowed 2 hits, but he also struck out 3. That was a huge inning from him in Game 1. He's going to be facing Acuna for the top of the 7th. Acuna's 4th time up. He's hit twice today. Takes that for ball 1. Acuna has a double and a single. Comes the 1-0. Cunha grounds that over to Trey Turner. Make the good throw, Trey, and he's out. Nice quick out there for Sir Anthony. I like it. Chopper over to Turner. He makes a good play. Good scoop by Harper. Who knows? Maybe Trey Turner, after that home run, he's due to go nuclear as well. That was his first home run in a while. Kerms Albi's first pitch to him. Takes that outside for a ball. Comes the 1-0 pitch eventually from Sir Anthony to Albies. He lines that past Bryce and Stott. That's Albies' second hit of the game. Here comes Austin Riley. My mom is sending me Snapchats of the cats downstairs being goofs. Yep. The girl is playing with one of the toys and the brother's just watching her. Here comes Austin Riley, first pitch to him. Takes that for strike one, apparently. Okay. Who starts tomorrow? It's most likely going to be a Ranger. I think it's going to be a Ranger. Who knows? Maybe Rob Thompson surprises us with Christopher Sanchez. But I think it's going to be Ranger. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Riley. Riley swings and maybe misses again. Nope. Checks that swing apparently for ball one. Come on, Sir Anthony. Comes to 1-1. He had to swing at that. He doesn't swing again, apparently. Okay. Nah, Lorenzen is not going to be a starter this playoff American Loyalist. He's solely a bullpen guy. He is solely a bullpen guy. Come on, Sir Anthony. Here comes the 2-1. Fastball fouled off. Yep, the little kitten is being a goof downstairs as per usual. Here comes a 2-2. Staying with the heat, and he strikes him out. See, Hoffman, that's what you needed to do on Monday. Just stay with the heat. They showed someone waving goodbye to Riley. Here comes Matt Olson with 2 outs and a runner on. I can hear the ballpark a little bit. Here comes the first pitch to Olson. He fouls that. Nope, he pops up. And that'll be the inning. Brandon Marsh under it. Good inning for Sir Anthony Dominguez. 10 pitches, only allows 1 hit. And strikes out 1. Good shit. Good shit, Sir Anthony. Good shit. Now I would assume Kerkering gets the 8th and maybe Soto or Lorenzen gets the 9th. Yeah, maybe you do see Lorenzen in one of these innings. Maybe you do. Maybe you see Lorenzen. Phillies go to the bottom of the 7th inning. I think Spalmer's set to lead it off. I'm trying to plug my phone in, boys. If I can get my freaking phone charger out. Yeah, I got a freaking something in my nose, boys. I gotta get it out. Sorry for this disgusting thing, boys. It freaking when your allergies act up, they act up at the worst possible times. It's not even sneezing right now. It's just freaking stuff that I can feel in my nose. But now I can already feel a sneeze coming because I got the shit out. You know what I mean? Alec Bohm set the lead off here. Takes that first pitch for a strike. The Braves are really using this kid to eat some innings. AJ Smith, Schwarber. Bohm takes that for ball one. It's 1-1. Hey. Comes the next pitch. Takes that for ball 2. Wish I wasn't at work so I can actually watch the game, but the building here has been going crazy listening to the radio. That's nice. It's nice. Bohm takes that for ball strike through. So 2-2 count here. Comes 2-2. Bohm chops that one up the middle. That'll go right to Arcia. He makes the play. 1 out. Here comes the first pitch to Bryce and Stott. He chops that foul. Takes that for ball 1. It's 1-1 in the count to Stotty. I see the Instagram photo of Harper staring down Arcia. Comes the 1-1 pitch. Takes that for ball 2. I think Schwarber is getting a little bit tired here. Braves are definitely trying to save their bullpen as much as possible. Comes the 2-1. Stott takes that for ball 3. Yeah, you just take all the way here, Stotty. No reason to swing the bat. Take all the way here, Stotty. Nope, swings and pops that up to left field. That'll be out number 2. Got clean use freaking earbuds. Ryan Kirkering's warming up in the pen. I had a feeling he was going to get the 8th. Comes the first pitch to JT. Takes that for ball 1. Comes the 1-0. JT swings and misses at a ball down the middle. Comes the 1-1. JT swings and misses at a ball up high. Lorenzen's also up in the bullpen. Here comes the 1-2. Takes that for ball 2. It's funny, too. For some reason, I feel like outside my ears, I can hear the ballpark from my window. Here comes the 2-2 from Schwarber. JT takes that up high for ball 3. Comes 3-2 pitch. And JT fouls that off. Three-two pitch to JT again. He takes that right down the middle for strike 3. Going to the top of the 8th. Let's see who comes down in the bullpen now. Is it going to be Kirkering? Is it going to be Lorenzen because he was also up? We'll see. I think it's Ozuna, Darno, and Pilar. So all righties. Sean, if you're still here, the Buffalo Sabres just extended Owen Power to a 7-year contract with an AAV of $8.35 million. So they got their top 2 defensemen, Dahlin and Power, locked up for a long time. Up, and Connor Bedard gets his first NHL goal against the Bruins. Let's see how it looks. Hey, you got a nice wraparound off the goalie not paying attention. Gotta watch this again. See how it turned out. Yeah. Bedard originally took the shot from the right side of the net, goes off of Allmark, then he manages to bring the rebound all the way around the net while Allmark wasn't paying attention, I guess. You're still euphoric from that Penguins loss. Do you want to see this? You want to hear this tweet, boys? This is from Nick Pichone on Twitter, or I don't know how to pronounce it, Picone Pichone or something. I don't know. This is about Bryce Harper's second home run. How Bryce Harper's second dinger of the game sounded on Braves radio. Here's the quote. Again gave the throat slashing sign, which given today's climate around the world, I'm not sure that's quite what anybody wants to see, and then tries to defend Arcia for whatever reason. Yep, Kirkering's out on the mound to face Ozuna. That was a first pitch strike. For some reason, Ozuna did not like the call. It was in the strike zone. Ryan Kirkering with a 6-run lead in the eighth. Second pitch to Ozuna. Slider outside, or sweeper outside. Takes that for ball one. Comes the 1-1 from Mr. Kirkering. Takes a freaking sweeper that just comes back in for a strike inside part of the plate. Beautiful shit. Kirkering set. Comes the 1-2 pitch to Ozuna. Way outside with the sweeper. 2-2. Comes the 2-2 to Ozuna. And he fouls that away. That was the first sinker of the at-bat from Kirkering, 98. Would have been a strike if Ozuna didn't foul off. Comes the 2-2 pitch from Kirkering. Takes that away for ball three. Ozuna being patient on that slider. Kirkering's going to have to throw one in the strike zone here. Darno's up next. He's over 3 with a strikeout. Come on, Kirkering. No leadoff walks here. 3-2. And Ozuna hits that into the corner. Turner makes a nice play and a beautiful... Bryce shouldn't have handled the bobble. Damn. Oh, that's the inexperience of a first baseman there. Bryce wasn't able to hold the bounce. That was a fantastic play by Turner, though. Infield hit there for Ozuna. No threat there. Yeah, Harper got in between whether to stretch or to stay back. Yeah, that's an inexperienced first baseman there for you. Yeah. He didn't know how to play the bounce. First pitch to Darno is a strike on a sinker. Comes the 0-1 pitch to Darno. Fouls that off, 0-2. Kirkering. Comes the 0-2. Slider outside, or sweeper. They keep calling it sleeper. I'm assuming it's a slider, though. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Kirkering set to Darno. Outside again. They're not offering at that slider. Here comes the 2-2 here from Kirkering. And he fouls that away. Sweeper in the zone. Yeah, Braves are battling here against Ryan. 2-2 pitch again here from Kerkering to Darno. And he shoots that to left field. Marsh is over there to get the catch. 1 out. Upcoming Kevin Pillar with a man on and 1 out. Here comes the first. Oh, never mind. Another pitch hitter here. It's Lewis, I believe. First pitch to him. Ball outside. What is this, Royce Lewis? No, not even close. What am I saying? Forrest Wall. Where the fuck I got Lewis from? Regular season, 462 batting average. Here comes the second pitch. Takes that down. 2-0. Come on, Ryan. Come on, buddy. Come on. 2-0 pitch. Coming in. Throws that right in there for a strike. Comes the 2-1. Takes that outside for a strike. And we all know Kerkering's primary pitch is that slider. Even though the broadcast, the scorebook keeps saying it's a sweeper, I think it's a slider, not a sweeper. Comes the 2-2 pitch here. This will be the 18th pitch of the inning. And Wall pops that up to left field. Marsh will be under that. 2 outs in the inning, and that'll set RC up with 2 outs and a runner on first. Now you can stream sports on HBO Max. Didn't know they started doing that. Kerkering up here, 2 outs against Orlando Arcia. Man on first, first pitch. Inside for a ball. Arcia is 1 for 3 with an RBI. Here comes the second pitch. Takes that for strike 1, down the middle. 98-mile-an-hour sinker. How are the Flyers doing? They play tomorrow. They play tomorrow, American Loyalist. Play tomorrow. Comes to 1-1. Takes that down the middle again for strike 2. Flyers in a rebuilding year. Losses are the best thing that happened in the world, and also the progression of the youth. They'll be competitive. Here comes the 1-2 pitch again. And Arcia grounds that to Trey Turner. He'll get the force out at second. Good inning for Orion Kerkering going to the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, Flyers play tomorrow. Rebuild year. Torts will make them competitive, but they're still not a good enough team. Nowhere close. They're rebuilding. The East is way too stacked. They'll be either the bottom team in the East or the second to bottom team in the East. I think the other teams are just that better than them. Because, if you look through the Eastern Conference, the Rangers are going to be good. The Devils are going to be good. The Hurricanes are going to be good. Buffalo might take that step. Boston's always going to be involved. What else? Pittsburgh, they're going to try to be involved. Washington, I think they're on the decline. They are on the decline. Columbus, they're probably going to be better since they'll be healthier. And they got a lot of nice young talent. Montreal, they might take a next step, but they're still nowhere close to contending. Ottawa, they might take another step. They might get close to contention. Nice little Claudio Ryu action. Yeah, Voracek is coaching the team that Yager owns. Yeah. Danny Briere, Keith Jones, they set a path. They're not full on tanking, but they're still not a good team. They're still gonna finish in the bottom like 5 to 7 around that part of the league again. Because I do think there are teams that are in the West that are still worse than the Flyers. Like San Jose is definitely. I think San Jose is probably the worst team in the NHL at this point. The Ducks, they're still not gonna be a good team. The Coyotes, they're the Coyotes, even though they got some nice young talent. They're still the Coyotes. Who else was worse than the Flyers this year? I'm trying to think. Who was worse than the Flyers? Blackhawks, they're not going to be a good team. Even though maybe Connor Bedard steals a couple of games for them and they're a little bit better in the standings, but they're still not a good team. Who else? I'm trying to think. I'm not sure. Let me go to the NHL app. Let me just look at the teams so I can actually get a grip of. So if I'm looking at the East so far, yeah, Flyers are definitely like the worst or the second worst team in the East. No doubt. Because Tampa Bay, they don't have Vasilevsky for the first few months, but they still have way too much talent to not win. Boston, yeah, they lost Bergeron and Krejci, but they can still be a good team. Buffalo, they might take that next step. Carolina's still going to be good. Okay, Castellanos leading off. Man, they're really putting this kid out there for just to eat innings. The Braves are. Carolina's still going to be good. Columbus is not going to be as bad as they were last year. Did Nick Castellanos just go deep again? No. Yeah, he did. Castellanos just went deep again. 2-homer game for Nick Castellanos and JT, and there's Nick's son in the stands. Love it. 9-2 Phillies here in the bottom of the 8th. Castellanos fucking crushed it. That's 5 homers this game for the Phillies. It's funny, too. They were talking about Charlie Manuel on the broadcast, and Nick Castellanos goes deep. Yeah, Nick knew that was gone. Nick knew that was gone. Comes the Brandon Marsh. He took the first pitch for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Detroit, they're not the worst team in the conference anymore. They might battle for a playoff spot this year, but I still just can't gauge what they are. Florida, they're very banged up coming into the year. I'm not sure how they're going to be. So we'll see how that pays off. And is Bobrovsky going to be able to carry out the momentum from the playoffs? I have no idea. Because Bob in the regular season has not been good lately. Montreal, like I said, they'll be better, but they're still not a contender. Devils, they're going to be one of the best teams in the conference. Eastern Conference, that is. The Islanders, they're a tweener. They'll fight for a playoff spot, like right on the edge of a wild card spot, just because they have Sorokin and all that shit. Marsh goes the other way. Marsh deep to left. That's gone! Back to back! 6 home runs today for the Phils. Brandon Marsh gets his first homer of the postseason. Phillies lead at 10-2. Franchise postseason record for home runs in a game, 6. And I'm assuming that was beaten from the World Series Game 3 last year when they hit all those home runs. Back to the NHL again. Rangers, they're going to be one of the better teams in the conference. Ottawa, they might take that next step to get to the playoffs. Toronto's still going to be a good team. Washington, they're not good anymore, but they're not as bad as the Flyers. And Pittsburgh, they're a tweener. But I think they just missed the playoffs to Pittsburgh again. Looking at the Western Conference, Vegas, they're the reigning Stanley Cup champions. They're going to be in contention. Blackhawks, I don't think they're going to be good still, even with Bedard. Ducks. Ducks are not good. Coyotes are not good. Flames, they're a tweener. Colorado's a cup contender. Dallas is a cup contender. Edmonton, they got McDavid and Draisaitl. They're not going to make the playoffs. Kings, they're still building up, so we'll see them in the playoffs. Minnesota, they're too good not to miss the playoffs, but that's basically what they are. They'll be a team that just gets the playoffs, and that's it. San Jose's terrible. St. Louis, I think they'll be better than they were last year. Vancouver's terrible. Winnipeg, I don't know what to gauge. Nashville, I don't know what they are. Seattle, are they going to build off what they did last year? I have no idea. I don't know if we're trading Hart to the Kings. Hart's not getting traded until this World Junior stuff gets, unveiled. I don't know why they're not unveiling it. Unless it's just going to be one of those things where the police just never come out with the report. I just don't know. If Rojas hits one, the Phillies are winning the championship. What else? I wouldn't say we're fully tiring their bullpen. They've used 3 guys, and this one last guy has been gone the entire game, but they are using another bullpen arm right now, so. Seattle, I'm not sure. Can Dave Hackstall get more out of that group again? Do I trust their goaltending? I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. They still don't have that true star. I don't know if we're trading Hart, man. Rojas chops it up for the first out. Schwarber's coming up. Well, here you go, Sean. This is your last chance to see a Schwarber home run, possibly. Yep, Lorenzen is going to most likely finish off this game in the 9th. Up. Phillies fans are chanting, "We want Strider." Wait, is Schwarber hitting? I would assume he is. He's DH. Yep. 1-0 pitch. Chops one foul. Here comes the 1-1. Schwarber swings and misses. Well, so far they're chanting, "We want Strider." Schwarber takes the ball too. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Schwarber. Come on, get Sean a home run. Oh, never mind. He hits him. Schwarber gets plunked. That'll put him on base for Trey Turner. And like as always, boys, when this game ends, we'll have the post-game stream at least 20 minutes after. So I'm getting that set up right now. And everything, so it'll be up in your subscription feeds. Turner takes ball 2. It's 2-0 in his count. Yep, Phillies fans are saying we want Strider. Turner takes strike one at the 3-1 count. Next pitch, Turner swings and misses it. Next pitch to Turner, about 4. That'll put 2 men on for Bryce Harper. Can Bryce get his 3rd homer of the game? Who knows? Come on, Bryce. Let's get a 3rd homer here, man. Someone calls timeout. Could Darno not hear his pitch comm? Go, Bryce. First pitch. Bryce takes for a ball. Comes the 1-0 pitch to Bryce Harper. Takes that for ball 2. Trying to see if I hear something from the ballpark from my house. Next pitch to Harper. Swings and misses. Next pitch to Harper. Fouls that off. Boop-a-doop, boop, boop-a-dee, boop. Comes the next 2-2 pitch to Harper. Takes that inside, ball 3. Worry about tomorrow when you get there tomorrow, American Loyalist. Here comes the 3-2 pitch again to Harper. He hits that up the middle. That'll be a double play, and that'll end the inning. Who won the games last night? I'm assuming that you're talking about hockey. So the Lightning beat the Predators, the Blackhawks beat the Penguins, and the Knights beat the Kraken. Well, going to the top of the 9th inning. Lorenzen coming on the mound. And the Canadians are beating the yeah, Lorenz is getting the knife. Sean, don't worry about that. Oh, you talking about baseball last night? It was the Astros won Game 3 and the Rangers swept. So the Rangers are in the ALCS. Let's look at the Eagles injury report. Justin Evans did not participate in the practices today. Darius Slay did not participate with a knee injury. Sidney Brown was light practice. Fletcher Cox light practice. Nakobe Dean light practice. Stoll light practice. And Rashad Penny full practice with an illness. Yep, Lorenzen out there on the mound. Hope we win tomorrow just to end it because I do not want to go back to Atlanta. I'm confident the Phillies can win tomorrow. I'm confident. I swear if a Texas team wins the World Series or against LA. LA is not getting to the World Series. I feel they're getting swept. Here comes the first pitch to Michael Harris from Lorenzen. So like I said, boys, when this stream ends, it's currently almost 8:30 right now, so maybe around 8:45 we'll do the recap stream, depending on how long this inning takes. Next pitch to Harris. 1-1. 2-2. 2-1 now. Three one. Think they finally fire Dave Roberts? No, they'll probably give the excuse that injuries played a factor with the pitching. They'll probably get that in as excuse. So who knows? Maybe they do fire him. Comes a 3-1 pitch from Lorenzen. Harris pops it up. Foul territory. It might stay in the ballpark. Alec Boehm is under it. 1 out. Here comes Ronald Acuna Jr., who is currently 2 for 4 on the night. Single and a double and a run scored. First pitch to Acuna. Takes that for ball 1. The 2020 World Series saved Dave Roberts. I wouldn't be shocked if that was the case. Dave Roberts deserved to be fired after the 2019 season. Comes the 1-0 pitch to Acuna. Grounds that one to Trey Turner. Makes a nice play. Makes a nice throw. 2 outs. Acuna not even trying the run at this point with the state of the game. 2 outs in the inning. Yeah, be prepared, boys. The recap stream is going to be up at 8:45. I'm posting it basically right now. Basically right now. Here's Ozzy Albies with 2 outs. Lorenzen throws strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Albies. Takes it outside for ball 1. Comes the 1-1 pitch to Albies. Takes it for ball 2. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Takes it for ball 3. Comes 3-1. And he walks him. Here's a liner from Austin Riley. That'll be a base hit. Come on, Reds. Just end the game off. Albies was going on that pitch, too, so it's first and third for Olsen. Come on, Lorenzen. All you need is one more out, man. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1. Here comes the second pitch. Fouled off by Olsen, 0-2. Ranger trying to get the crowd pumped up. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Matt Olsen. Takes it for ball 1. Here comes the next pitch from Lorenzen. And takes it for ball 2. Now I'm going to set the stream for 8:50. So you get a little time to go to the bathroom for you guys. Take a little bit of a break here. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Lorenzen. And that'll be a grounder to Alec Boehm, who makes a nice play there. And the ball game's over. Phillies take this one 10-2, and they take a 2-1 series lead. Going into game 4 tomorrow with Ranger Suarez versus Spencer Strider. Offense exploded today with 6 home runs. Let's see if they can keep it up tomorrow to try to send them off to the NLCS. Job's not done yet, boys. And the recap stream is currently going live on your subscription feed, and that'll be up at, we'll be doing that at 8:50, boys. 8:50. Remember that, 8:50. 8:50. So let me post that to Twitter right now before I end this stream. Let me post this to Twitter. Yeah, I know it's stupid. I just gotta see it for myself. I'm in the corner. Okay, boys, 20 minutes. We will have our recap stream. That is at 8:50. So go take a break, whatever you want to do. I'll be back here 8:50. So I appreciate you guys here for joining the watch party. And I will see you guys in 20 minutes. Okay? I'll see you guys in 20 minutes. So,